Hello, hello, and happy Monday to everybody. Let's just wait a few moments to allow people to come on in. While you're waiting, you can get settled into a comfortable position, sit back, relax. This is just for you. We're just waiting a few more minutes. Letting people join from wherever you are. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are joining us from. Today we're going to be doing a very beginner's meditation. I just want to wait a few more seconds to let folks sign on. And let's get started. So again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night from wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for making this time for yourself today. I truly appreciate it. Today we're going to do a very beginner's meditation. And we're going to focus on the five senses. Often in meditation, you'll hear these referred to as anchors. I like to call them our mindfulness superpowers because you can access them at any time during the day, anywhere you are, any situation. And we often refer to these because all of your five senses and your breath always allows you to connect back to the present moment. So here's an example. Let's say you are having a really tough discussion with a partner or a loved one, or it's right before a big presentation or a job interview. You're going through a really overwhelming emotional time. We all know what those feelings are like. You might get a knot in your throat, your chest might get red and flushed, you might get a knot in your back or that band of tension across your head. It shows up differently for all of us in our bodies. And when you start feeling those sensations, you can take that as your cue and clue to set back, pause, and give yourself a moment to focus on any one of your five senses. If you focus for 60 to 90 seconds with your undivided attention on any one of your five senses, you'll start to feel your body relax, releasing some of that tension. Your heartbeat will get slower, your breath will get slower, and it will kind of take the edge off of that emotionally charged feeling that you're having right at the moment. So in today's practice, we're going to walk you through how to focus your attention on all of those senses. It's going to be a quick meditation. For those of you this is your first time doing a meditation, please don't feel intimidated. I'm going to guide you through everything. It'll feel very intuitive for you. And if you forget everything else I say today, just remember that if it's tomorrow, today, next week, next month, the next time you feel that emotional overwhelm, that feeling like you just can't take it anymore, just redirect your attention to one of your senses for 90 seconds. Give yourself that 90-second pause and notice how it impacts your body, how it kind of de-stresses you in the moment. So with that, let's begin our meditation. Now, for those of you, you can sit back and relax. You can stand, whichever one feels better for you. And wherever you are, start to feel the soles of your feet or your hips rooting to the surface beneath you. Let your shoulders drop down. Feel that nice slight stretch along the sides of your neck. And just start to focus on your breathing. Notice how you're breathing in and out without changing anything about it. Now, as I go through the five senses during this practice, if you don't feel comfortable focusing on that sense that we're focusing on, you can always default to your breath. So let's say I ask us to listen to whatever we're hearing. If you don't feel comfortable with that, if you're differently abled, you can just focus on your breathing. Now together, let's all take a very deep breath in, feeling the air going all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And slowly exhale, letting your shoulders relax even more. Again, let's take a slow and deep breath in. And exhale. And let's still keep our eyes open in the moment and just start to look around the space you're in, taking in everything that you're seeing, all of the colors, the shades, the textures, the shadows. And even if this is a place that you've sat in many times before, pretend as if you're seeing everything for the first time. And just take a moment to acknowledge how amazing it is that you can see all these shades, colors, textures in a place that maybe you've seen a million times, but you're noticing it a little bit different today. And now, if you feel comfortable doing so, excuse me, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can keep them slightly open, looking at one point straight ahead. And we're going to shift our attention to whatever we're hearing around us. You don't necessarily have to define or understand what you're hearing. Just notice its qualities. Is it a rhythmic sound, repetitive? Is it like white noise in the background? Just listen. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep all of your facial muscles relaxed. We tend to scrunch up without us even realizing. And now we're going to shift our attention to whatever it is that we're tasting. It could be remnants from the last thing that you drank or ate, or it could be something that you're not quite sure how to define. Just notice whatever you're tasting. Maybe you need to swallow a few times to get an idea. That's perfectly fine. Now, especially for beginners, but also for veteran meditation practitioners, if you find your mind wandering, please don't get upset or annoyed with yourself. You're not doing it wrong. That is perfectly normal in meditation for your mind to wander, for you to get distracted. Anytime that you find your mind wandering in a practice, just gently shift your attention back to whatever it is that we're focusing on. So if you find your mind thinking about your to-do list today, a meeting that's upcoming, just gently shift your attention back to whatever it is that you're tasting. Now let's gently shift our attention to whatever it is that we're smelling. And again, notice the qualities of what you're smelling. Maybe it's fresh, sweet, comfortable, familiar, unfamiliar. Just observe. And now begin to observe the sensation of everything that's touching your skin, your clothing, the seat or ground beneath you, perhaps air blowing against your skin. Feel as though your skin has become hypersensitive to touch. And notice how your body feels. There may be distractions all around you, maybe noise is coming from outside, but that's okay. You can just focus your attention on everything that your body is touching, everything that's touching your skin. And now with the next few exhalations, every time you breathe out, feel as though your entire body weight is just cascading, melting toward the ground. Noticing still all of the sensations you're feeling in your body. Maybe your stomach, you feel a little hungry, maybe you feel sore, stiff, light, neutral. Just notice. And now shifting our attention away from our five senses. If it feels comfortable for you, you can place your dominant hand against your chest. And just feel your chest rising and falling with each breath in and out. Feel the warmth and support of your hand as if you're supporting a very close friend of yours. And whether your eyes are open or closed, again, if it feels comfortable for you, you can smile warmly to yourself, giving thanks to yourself for making this time for yourself today, for trying something new out if this is your first meditation, for giving it your all and trying your best every day in and day out. And together, one last time, let's take a deep breath in, all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And slowly exhale, releasing any last bit of tension you have within the body. You can rest your hand. If your eyes are closed, you can slowly open them. And just notice how you're feeling right in this moment without putting any expectations on how you think you should be feeling. Just observe yourself just as you are. Again, thank yourself for making this time for yourself today to practice meditation. I thank you on behalf of the entire team at Meditopia. We thank you for taking care of yourself. And remember, from this day on out, you have officially completed your first or many meditations. And in the future, anytime that you're feeling really emotionally overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, you can always refer to this practice. So you can take 90 to 2 minutes, 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and focus on any one of your five senses, or you can go one by one through all of them, and you'll start to feel your body relax, release some tension, and it will help ground you to the present moment so that you can walk through any stressful situation with a little bit more balance and clarity. Thank you all so much for joining today, and I wish you a wonderful, peaceful